Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham recently expressed her views on social media regarding the peculiar manner in which certain compliments are offered, specifically highlighting aspects of her physique that are seldom acknowledged in everyday interactions. Earlier this week, Sophie Cunningham conveyed on her Instagram stories an instance in which she received a body compliment. Typically, such remarks may not be disconcerting for Cunningham or others, yet this particular comment felt distinct to her, as it focused on her shin bones. "Somebody told me today I have beautiful shin bones," Cunningham remarked. "Are people just not weird?" she captioned, as the camera briefly showcased her shin bones in the quick clip. Sophie Cunningham joined the Indiana Fever through a notable three-way trade involving the Phoenix Mercury and the Dallas Wings. The trade, completed in January 2025, entailed the Fever sending forward Nalisa Smith along with their number 8 draft pick to Dallas in return for Cunningham and the number 19 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. Phoenix acquired Satu Sabali, Kalani Brown, and Sevgi Uzun from Dallas, while the Wings also obtained Tyasha Harris and Micaiah Herbert Harrigan, in addition to Smith and the valuable draft pick. Cunningham, recognized for her exceptional three-point shooting and reliable defensive contributions, had dedicated 6 seasons to the Mercury prior to the trade. Throughout her tenure in Phoenix, she averaged 4 points, 9 rebounds, and achieved an impressive shooting percentage of 37.8% from beyond the arc in the 2024 season. An intriguing aspect of Sophie Cunningham's transition to the Indiana Fever is her potential synergy with Caitlin Clark. Cunningham, celebrated for her shooting accuracy and defensive capabilities, brings an experienced presence to the team. Her proficiency in three-point shooting will enhance spatial dynamics, allowing Clark to maneuver more effectively. Sophie is a player that we have targeted for a while, and one that we believe is a perfect fit for the style we want to play, stated Fever General Manager and COO Amber Cox at the time of Cunningham's acquisition announcement. "She is a fierce competitor, works incredibly hard on both ends of the floor, and is one of the best shooters in our league. We are excited to add her to our squad." From a defensive standpoint, Cunningham's adaptability will complement Clark's aggressive approach. Cunningham is capable of defending multiple positions, which will enable the Fever to implement more effective defensive switches and disrupt opposing offenses. Collectively, Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark have the potential to develop into a formidable backcourt partnership, proficient in both offensive and defensive strategies. At the conclusion of the 2024-2025 basketball season, head coach Robin Pingeton will be departing from the program, as announced by the team on Wednesday. Over her 15 seasons, Pingeton compiled a record of 249-216 with the Tigers, along with 4 NCAA tournament appearances. Pingeton has significantly contributed to the Tigers' ascent to some of the most remarkable achievements in the program's history. However, the team has encountered challenges in recent years. The Tigers have concluded the last 6 seasons with a record below 500 in the Southeastern Conference. Among Pingeton's notable accomplishments is a substantial overtime victory against the top-ranked South Carolina in 2021. She has coached several of Missouri's standout players, including former All-American and the 13th overall selection in the 2019 WNBA draft, Sophie Cunningham, who presently plays as a guard for the Indiana Fever. Pingeton expressed the need for a new voice to lead the team. Currently, the Tigers hold a season record of 13-16, with a 2-12 standing in the SEC. Robin Pingeton has dedicated her heart to Mizzou women's basketball for the past 15 years, and we are deeply appreciative of her leadership, character, and commitment to our student athletes, stated Mizzou Director of Athletics Laird Veach. She has established a program that has endured competitive excellence, nurtured young women both on and off the court, and represented Mizzou with integrity. We honor her decision and are thankful for her resolve to conclude this season on a strong note. Veach announced that Missouri will undertake a nationwide search to appoint the team's 5th head basketball coach. Pingeton will utilize the remaining season to enhance her resume. She is set to lead her Tigers into a rivalry match against Arkansas at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday in Fayetteville. Her final appearance at Mizzou Arena will coincide with Missouri's senior night as the Tigers face the Vanderbilt Commodores at 2 p.m. on Sunday. She will have one last opportunity to compete in the SEC tournament, with the postseason commencing on Wednesday, March 5th, in Greenville, South Carolina. Alyssa Thomas and Dewana Bonner formed an impressive partnership in the WNBA while representing the Connecticut Sun. The duo exhibited complementary strengths both on and off the court during their 5 years together with the Sun, culminating in their engagement in 2023. This offseason, Thomas was designated as core by the Sun, indicating that the unrestricted free agent could only depart the organization through a trade. When Thomas agreed to a transfer to Phoenix, it was anticipated that Bonner would experience a full-circle return to the franchise that originally drafted her in 2009 alongside her fiancé. However, Bonner opted to sign with the Indiana Fever and will reunite with former Sun coach Stephanie White, aligning with superstar Caitlin Clark. Both players have articulated their commitment to their individual careers, undeterred by the prospect of playing 1,700 miles apart. "We're both two different players," Thomas remarked. "We approached this free agency as we both have our own careers, so her decision was her decision and mine was mine." The couple last faced each other during the 2024 All-Star Game in Phoenix, when Thomas represented Team USA and Bonner participated with Team WNBA. Even though Bonner made the decision not to return to Phoenix, she provided Thomas with an insightful overview of what to anticipate from the franchise. "She spoke very highly of this organization," Thomas remarked. "Having spent a decade here, she possesses extensive knowledge about the region. I received a quick introduction to this organization, and she has such a positive view of the fan base and everyone involved here. I am truly eager to experience it." Sometimes the most significant statements are also the most succinct. This holds true for Indiana Fever point guard Caitlin Clark, who reacted to Diana Taurasi's retirement. When Taurasi announced her retirement on Tuesday, it elicited surprise. It was not merely the retirement itself that caught people off guard, but the circumstances surrounding it. She made her announcement on a Tuesday afternoon. Nevertheless, responses came flooding in from all directions, and Clark has emerged as one of the latest WNBA players to express her support. In an Instagram story, she shared a photo from ESPN that celebrated Taurasi's career. Clark's reaction? Interestingly, the two shared a slight rivalry leading up to the season, predominantly on Taurasi's side. When someone inquired whether Clark would find the transition from college to the WNBA easy, the Phoenix Mercury star retorted, "Reality is coming." This statement annoyed many, yet it reflects Taurasi's personality. She is known for her playful demeanor, but recognizes the stark differences between the WNBA and college basketball. Their inaugural matchup underscored Taurasi's awareness of Clark's elite skills. She comprehended the potential of the Fever rookie. Caitlin Clark recently entertained her fans and followers with playful interactions alongside her Indiana Fever teammate, Lexi Hull. Hull was present at the 2025 IndyCar season inauguration at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where she raised the flag atop the pagoda as part of the racing ceremony. In recognition of her role in the season's inauguration, Hull was awarded a bottle of milk by IndyCar president Doug Bowles. This bottle of milk is traditionally given to the victor of the 500-mile race, a custom initiated by racer Louis Meyer in 1936. The 2025 IndyCar Series marks the 114th season of American open-wheel racing. Last year's competition saw Alex Palou of Chip Ganassi Racing take the victory, and he will return as the defending champion for this season. Caitlin Clark and Lexi Hull have been teammates since Clark's addition to the Indiana Fever last year. Hull has been with the Fever since 2022, when she was selected as the 6th overall pick in the initial round of that year's WNBA draft. While Clark is currently taking a break during her offseason, Lexi Hull is actively competing for the Rose Basketball Club in the inaugural season of the unrivaled league. The basketball community has been abuzz regarding Diana Taurasi's recent retirement from the sport, particularly with an older video of Caitlin Clark expressing her views on the basketball icon resurfacing. In the now viral video on social media, Clark expresses admiration for Taurasi's competitive nature and her fiery passion,